Hi everyone, it's Evangeline here at etrailer, and today we'll be taking a look at our Rhino Rack Roof Rack system here on our 2021 Volkswagen Tiguan. What we have right now is the Rhino-Rack Aero Crossbars, 49 inches long, and holding them in place are our Rhino-Rack SX series legs. So if you're looking for a little bit of extra storage space, or if your hitch is all full up or you can't get a hitch, but you want to carry around roof rack accessories like bike racks, roof baskets, roof boxes, this is a great way to do so, especially since you already have raised rails on your Volkswagen Tiguan. I think this is one of the quickest and easiest roof rack systems to throw up on there. So these are the Vortex Aero Crossbars. You actually get two options from Rhino Rack. You can either get the silver ones, which I have here, or you can get the black ones. It's really up to you. The only difference is the color, but the features are exactly the same. Let's take a look at those features. So these Vortex bars have their own locking system. They don't really use a lock and a key. What they do have is a special plastic key, which allows you to lock the end cap into place or unlock it. So once that end cap is locked, you also cannot remove the tower. So this system kind of locks down both your crossbars as well as your towers. So the way this is designed is that we have this arrow shape. So this is the modern shape for a crossbar. You get your T-channel right over here. If you have T-track accessories, they fit right over there, and I recommend using them if you can, because that system of clamping down is very effective, especially when you want to use more of your bar space for more accessories. Now these Vortex Aero strips on the top, when you do have accessories, you will have to take these off and then cut them to fit around your accessory. So that's a little bit of an extra step compared to, let's say, Yakima's aero bars or Thule's aero bars, where you just fit them over the strips. But with the way they are designed on the other side is that this makes it where it's a little bit more aerodynamic. So I use these on my car sometimes, and I notice that there really is no wind noise and it doesn't feel like there's much of a wind drag. So these are aluminum lightweight bars. So because they are aluminum, you get to get the most out of your roof weight capacity, and they have a weight capacity of 165 pounds. Now please note, as you do load it up, you will have to add the weight of your cargo, the weight of your accessory, whether it be a basket or a box or a bike rack, the weight of your bars and of your tower, and make sure that none of them or all of them combined exceed your actual roof weight capacity. These SX series legs fit right around your factory raised rails. I really like how they work because they're super easy to clamp down, as well as they're super easy to take off once you've unlocked them. Now let's talk about overhang. I personally like how these fit because they don't give you too much overhang, so they don't stick out too much past your vehicle. You get a nice low profile, streamlined look. Now if you want more overhang, let's say you have accessories like kayak carriers that require it, you may also want to check out our larger size, or you may want to check out Yakima's 60-inch long crossbars. Those give you a pretty decent overhang. So let's take a look at some measurements. Our overhang, which is going to be from our tower to the end cap, so before the end cap, it sits at 3 inches of overhang. And let's also talk about clearance on your roof. So here on our roof, we do have kind of a slope, so your actual clearance will depend on where you're measuring it. But for your clearance from beneath your crossbars to the top of your roof is going to be about 1.5 inches of clearance. That's kind of on the low side, so if you have extra large clamps, make sure that you have enough space underneath those bars. Also, if you're carrying around these skis and snowboards, the bindings, especially on the skis, if you have them upside down, you may or may not have enough clearance before they hit your roof. As for the height added to the top of your roof, it's very low profile, measuring from your roof to the crossbar of only about 2 7/8 inches. The install process is really simple, especially since you have the version that goes with raised rails. So the way you do it is, I already have my first crossbar installed, so we can install the second crossbar together. You just need your crossbar. Make sure to take off the end caps. The key for that comes with the end caps or with the crossbars. You get your tower. and then you just slide it into the crossbar's T-channel that is underneath. So just get that lined up and then push through. Now you may need to loosen it, and that's going to be used with the included Rhino-Rack hex wrench. So that pops right into there, and then you can loosen it so that you can open up this clamp. So once this clamp is open, we can throw it onto our rails. With how light it is, you can actually do this all by yourself with one hand. Just get up on there, line it up with your rails. As long as your feet are open, it should fit right over it. And then pop it onto those rails and then get it aligned, and that's pretty much it. So I already did my first crossbar and measured it from the front just to make sure it is perpendicular to our rails. And since that is set in place, we can then just measure for crossbar spread. Let's put it at about 25 inches. That's just going to depend on what kind of accessories you want to put on there. So it is up to you. And so once we have it measured on the other side, we can then tighten it down. Once you've tightened down your towers on both sides and check that all 4 towers are tightened down, you can then pop on your end cap, lock it with your blue key, and that's it. You're done with the install. So my final thoughts about this roof rack is it's definitely a low profile and streamlined look. With our vehicle right here, the black might have actually fit in a little bit more. I like the silver just because of the accents of this color. But I do like how easy it is to get onto the roof of your Tiguan. You may or may not even need a stool when it comes to getting up there. With how easy it is to install as well, this might be ideal if you're the type of person that likes to take off and put their roof back on, and want the least hassle when it comes to it. Now, if you want longer or more overhang, this might not be the best option for you with only 3 inches of overhang. So just make sure to check out your accessories, check out what kind of crossbar spread you need, as well as what kind of overhang you may need before looking at this roof rack. But all in all things considered, I think it's a great fit for your Tiguan. And that was a look here at our Rhino Rack Roof Rack system with the 49-inch long silver Aero crossbars, as well as our Rhino Rack SX series legs here on our 2021 Volkswagen Tiguan.